I want to welcome everyone to this workshop with Katharina Martini. She is coming to us all the way from Germany. So thank you to the internet for allowing this to happen. She's going to be doing her resonating body workshop with us. This is, part of the series of events that we've been doing just to bring some free workshops and education to teachers and students and everyone in our flute community. So I want to thank you so much to Katharina for offering to do this. She visited the store a few months ago and I got to meet her briefly, and she's great. And I'm really excited to see her presentation and then hear some people play as well. Um, yeah, so from there, I'll let Katharina take it from there. I will sort of watch the chat on the side. So if you want to put a question there, feel free. I'll bring it up to Katharina. I think you're welcome to um, participate as well and speak up if you have any questions. So that's totally fine. But from here, I'm going to let Katharina take it from here, and I'll just be here sort of moderating.
Yeah, thank you so much, Alex, for the introduction and also for having me for doing this workshop. I prepared a little presentation and I will share my screen with you so it's a bit easier. So you should see it at this moment and I hope everything will function. Yes. So I am Katharina Martini, and as Alex mentioned, I am from Germany. I studied for 8 years with Thaddeus Watson in Frankfurt, and I did, of course, many master classes with Emmanuel Pahu and James Galway and Boryakov. And many others, of course. And I'm the winner of international music competitions, and I got an really important prize of Schleswig-Holstein Musik Festival, a big music festival here in Germany. So I have many experiences dealing with, I think, stressful situations, being nervous, having to prepare really a lot. And I think also my students in past masterclass mentioned this, that I'm the right person to tell you about my way, how to deal with body issues, how to find your own way, how to use your body while playing, and how to find a whole form of body and flute playing. Um, so here is also my website and my contact information. I'm also doing a podcast. It's named the Artist Lounge Podcast. Probably it's interesting for one of you, because another thing which is really important, which I find really important, is how a musician finds its own way in this really big world of possibilities, not looking at the other sides and going on his own. So if you have any questions after this workshop, you can contact me. Don't hesitate. It's a pleasure to write with you and to stay in contact. So I want to introduce a little bit my own story, how I came to this topic of the resonating body. So I was searching myself for a support in finding a way to prevent pain, because it's of course really stressful, and there are many situations where you are practicing a lot, like many hours to prepare a concert or a competition or auditions, and this is of course a way you have to find how to deal with. And I found a teacher at a university in Europe who helped me and who introduced me to some topics which were really important, and I researched on my own after this, but I didn't find a whole technique including all the important aspects. So I developed my own masterclass program, and the feedback in the past was amazing on this. So I wanted to share it with you, and I'm really happy to get this possibility from the Flute Center. So the first, I think, really of you know, but what is really important is that flute playing isn't only about the flute and fast fingers. Flute playing is so much more. It's your body, the whole body. It's really important to consider the connection. It's not only your shoulders or your fingers or your lips, it's the whole body, like how you stand on your feet, your legs, how your hips move. And that's really, really important. The second is your mind, how you prepare yourself mentally before concerts or auditions. The third are the emotions, so that you are freely. How do you want to reach your audiences? How do you want to reach them? That's really important. And of course, the right flute. But that's all together is about flute playing, not only once of this. So if we form a unit with our whole body, I say that especially the whole body, because it's not only one part of it, your whole flute playing will change. And one thing that helps us totally is the kinesthetic sense. I don't know if any of you ever heard this, so I will explain it shortly. When you play your flute, you can't see your fingers, and that is what your kinesthetic sense is about. So you feel what your fingers are doing, but you can't see them. And we can use this kinesthetic sense much more than this. So if we want to bring it all together, we have to think about this deep connection and importance of our body, about mental preparation, and to trust and be aware of our kinesthetic sense. So if we use this in whole, we have much preparation for something. We read a book about the composer, we have a teacher, we have the audience who are telling us something, and our body remember this in a whole, and that is our kinesthetic sense also about. So all this belongs together. I developed a body-mind routine, I named it like this. So for me, it's really important before a concert or audition to warm up my body, to clap my body a bit, or yes, to warm it up. Then to do a little body meditation or visualization, and to find out how I'm feeling this day, rather a bit bad or normal or super good and full of energy. And of course, also a mental warm up to check your emotions. How are you feeling at this day? And all this is like a warm up who will prepare you perfect for doing a concert or also a preparation session. I have a little workbook that I created. You can download it also with some information for the upcoming topics I will talk about in the course. So you can use this code or the website for this. I'm really thankful for you listening to this short introduction, and I would like to start with a little body meditation. And also everyone who isn't playing tonight can probably stand up. We can do it all together and can try to find this first way in our bodies. So I will change it a bit, and I hope you see me totally. So please stand all up. I can also close now my screen so that we see each other a bit. And also the ones who I couldn't see at this moment because they haven't their camera on, I would be really happy if you also participate. So close your eyes at that moment and try to listen to yourself for a moment. How are you feeling now? How was your day? Are you stressed or are you relaxed at the moment? Do you feel overwhelmed from something, lucky or sad probably? How are you? Feel in your body and try to find your core. Then especially feel in your body. How does your body feel right now? Is it relaxed or tense? And then we start with our feet. How do they feel right now? Are you standing on both feet or only on one? Check it out. Feel the balance. And gently bounce back and forward until it feels balanced. And now bend your knees slightly and try to feel an easy standing. Try to feel a slight flexibility. And then also move your hips freely. Let them circle a bit. And also bend your pelvis back and forward. Now we go to the upper body. Try to feel your shoulders. Pull them up once and then let them fall. Do they feel free and flexible? You can repeat this also one more time if it helps. Then let them circle back and also forward. And try to relax your upper body. Moving a bit to the right and also to the left. Back and forward. We can do this also while playing out of our flute. Imagine yourself doing this. How would it feel like holding a flute in your hands and moving your body to the directions I mentioned? Now we tilt our head slightly back and forward and to both sides. Only a little movement, not too much. To relax our upper vertebra. How does your body feel now? Now try to feel your body once again as a whole. Did anything change? Do you feel more relaxed or flexible? If you find any new feeling or aspect, try to integrate this feeling and to remember it. And then open your eyes again and come back to us. So I hope this helped you a bit to begin with the resonating body. So I think one thing which is really important to mention is that the resonating body is not only important to think about if we have some issues or something is wrong with our body, but also when we think about the resonance of our playing. I totally experienced that knowing what we are doing and how our body functions changes also the resonance in our body, and that is really important to begin with and to start with. So I think I would be really happy to bring up the first student. So I think it's your time, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect. So did you prepare any piece of music?
I did. So I have the Allegretto by Godard.
Mm-hmm. It's great. Do
Yeah,
you play it from mind?
I don't. I know the first part from mind, but not all of it.
Okay. Are you sitting right now or can you stand up?
I can stand. Mhm.
That would be perfect, yes.
Yeah. Can you still see me? I've got the blur on, so I can take the blur. Hold on. Can I do that?
So if any of you have some questions, write it in the chat, and I can answer it after it. We can do a little session at the end, and then we can look for it. Yes.
So do I do the whole piece?
I think it would be really great if you introduce yourself first,
Okay.
so that we know a little bit of you, and also if every student can say a little bit at the beginning, how do you feel at this moment in your body? Do you have in the past, did you experience something, or what is your how are you at the moment? That would be great.
My name is Zoe Haunt. I'm a flute coach and host of Flute Talks in Edmonton, Alberta. My need for this course is when I play, my body at certain points gets tense. So my shoulders, my left shoulder especially, and the left side, I don't know why, but that's the most tense part. And then my nerves. I have a nerve thing. So if I can just, calm that down, that would be great.
Okay. So
Okay.
one little question. Do you have something there like a towel or a scarf or a jacket you can use a bit later?
To put a jacket on.
No, to put it
Okay.
under your shoulder so
Under
that
my
would
shoulder.
relax it.
Oh, okay. Yes, I do. Yep. Just one moment.
That would be great.
Okay, so it's
Okay,
this.
we need it a bit later. So
Huh?
firstly, I want to listen to you. Stop.
Oh.
Yes, that's
Okay.
perfect. You can start with playing, and I
Good.
think the first theme or something like this. First, not the whole piece.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. Mhm.
Okay, let's do it until there.
Okay.
Probably we go forward later. So if you feeling your body now, how are your feet on the floor?
So I noticed that I'm standing in between a bar, and I had my foot on the bar while I was playing, so it wasn't very comfortable.
So
Wanna,
it
Mhm.
starts with the feet. Like when we aren't staying like straight on bows, the
Mhm.
whole body is like not in the right direction. So if you start with feeling how you are standing on your feet, like when it's not bows, you are like it's really so like this or in the wrong direction. So we have to stand on bows, and
Okay.
then we have to feel our knees. You don't have to lock them. You have to unlock them like
Okay.
doing like this, but
Okay.
not as much.
Okay.
Only a bit, but
Okay.
not to lock them. You have to unlock them. So that's the first. And then we have to feel the hips.
Hmm.
And if this whole body fits and is perfect, we can start with the shoulders. So play the. Okay, it's much better than the last track. So close your eyes and try to play this without the scarves. Okay, I think so. You mentioned that you are sometimes tense in your body. I think it would be great to try if you can move your body while playing. So in this direction, and then also in this.
Thank you.
Try it. More slowly. Not so fast. Do it once more. Do it once more, and do it not so fast. Do a slow movement to both directions.
Okay.
And try to feel it as much as you can.
Okay.
Okay, you're so fast. So try to do it a bit slower.
A bit slower still.
But it's about moving our body, not getting tense in the muscles.
Yeah.
But it's getting better. Do you notice yourself, or how does it feel for you?
I felt a lot more secure and stable.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I noticed as well that my nose was like pointing the direction, and every time that I followed it, I felt stronger.
Yes, that's great. So it's also a good exercise to try if you could move a bit, like going some steps while you are playing.
Okay.
Try it. But it's getting better. Do it once more time that you walk a few steps and then go back the steps you did. Okay, now go to your stand so that you see everything you are playing and try it once more, like in the beginning. Okay, so how are you feeling at the moment? Are you a bit nervous or is this okay?
Still very nervous,
Still a bit nervous.
but my body's connected this time, and I feel like rested in my body, but it's my mind that is still squibbly.
Okay. So I think your body checked that something changed and your mind is not going the same
Yeah.
direction. So I think often it's the easiest way to remind yourself what you're doing and why you are doing this. So it's like a little exercise before you are doing a concert or such a lesson like this, to remind yourself, why am I doing this? And to breathe is also really important. So to have deep breath and normal breathe, like if you're lying on the floor and or in the bed, so like the normal breathing, and not coming too high, the breathing. So then we are also disconnected to our fingers, and they are not function anymore like they should. So we can do a breathing exercise before beginning and starting with what we want to do.
Thank you.
So let's try to calm down, like only for a few seconds. Breathe in and out, and try to relax your mind and your body, and to connect them. Like try to feel this connection of both.
Okay.
How is your shoulder feeling at the moment? Do you feel the left shoulder with issue or tense, or
It feels fine. It feels relaxed.
it feels relaxed? Okay, then try it one more time, the beginning, and you should also think a bit about the phrasing, to think in a whole.
Okay.
A bit more in this direction, okay?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Okay, until this. So I think it's a good image if we remember that we are embodying our sound. So only if the body fits, our sound will also, and we will have the full range of colors to fill our sound with. So to know about this connection is also really important. So I think we will try it to take the scarf you have.
Mm-hmm.
Probably you can roll it a bit like this. I'm using some balls, but at the moment it will function.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you keep it under your left shoulder like this, and try to lay down your shoulder on it. And if you play then, your shoulder will be really relaxed.
Thank you. Thank you.
Try it out.
Okay. Oh, it's weird. It's like bunched up still. So I'm pressing it down, and I'm kind of
And
it's
that's the
working.
exercise, to feel the difference, not to press
Yeah.
the shoulders down, because
Mhm.
when you press them down, there's also tending the muscles. So if you are laying your shoulder on this towel or scarf or what you have,
Mhm.
they are relaxed as much as they can. So try it once more.
Okay.
Okay, so that is something you can practice. Like you can buy yourself or take some small balls that you can take under your shoulder, or you can choose a toe or something you want to do. And try to relax your left shoulder, especially the left, not so much the right. I think the left is more often right for this. So you can take it off and we try it against without, but it's a good exercise to try with.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so only choose this F. And while you are playing it, close your eyes and really listen to the tone that you are playing. Okay, so try to remember to stand on both legs, to be balanced. Great. And then try to also relax your shoulders, not to turn them down. And try also to balance your head on your neck. Okay, great. So Alex, how much time is left? Can you tell it to me?
Before that, I just want to see. We were going to go for about an hour and a half. I wanted to see if James is in the room here. There are a couple participants listed as just iPhone, and James would be our next person. I don't see that name on our list. No?
Yeah, so let's check this quickly.
So
we can use
if
it.
you want to take a few more minutes with Zoe, you definitely can. We also have Bianca here from the Flute Center. She's going to play some excerpts for us for you as well.
That's great.
And then if anyone here is interested in playing a little bit too, we might be able to do that.
Okay, perfect. Then you could give me a little sign when
Okay,
we have.
yeah, I'll give you like maybe 5 more minutes with Zoe.
Okay, perfect. Great. So do one more time the F's, the we. And feeling your body and closing your eyes and hearing it really much. Great. Do you feel the difference on playing it now and at the beginning of our lesson?
Definitely.
That's great. So probably it helps to practice all the feelings without the flute. That's also great. So also to lying down and to think about what you would do. It's also a way to change your posture, and also then with some long notes playing. That would be also great. So try once more the F, and then we try again the beginning to hear how it changes.
Thank you.
Great. Great. So if you think about the quality of your tones, I think also you can change a bit the length of your tones. So it's really short what you played. So if you connect all this, the feeling of your body, the feeling of the music, and the feeling of the whole theme, you could also change the length of them.
Okay.
So do them a bit bit
Something like
longer
that.
and like to feel them. Don't try to count them off and they are gone away. Like try to feel them a bit more. Like also belonging to the whole. And enjoy them in your whole feeling.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think when you think about your nerves, you only should think about enjoying what you're doing. I think you are running a bit fast through what you are playing, and I think when you change a bit of your mind and of your mental preparation, you could enjoy it a little bit more. Also the music and what you are playing, and that what I was talking about from the emotions. It's also one part of flute playing, and not only the fast fingers and going fast through it, um, while enjoying what you are doing. So I hope that I could help you a
Yes,
little
yes.
bit. If you have some questions furthermore, you can contact me or ask something in the chat or after the workshop only also. And I hope that it was a beginning,
I
like
guess.
an
Thank you,
impulse to
Catherine.
change something.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great.
Thank you so
Well
much,
done.
Sandrine.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's helpful.
And so I actually did have someone volunteer who's in the class, Nancy Horowitz. Nancy, do you want to go now, or we can have you go after Bianca? I think you're muted.
Hi. I can go, whatever's best for you.
Yeah. Let's have you play.
Okay.
Was she going to introduce herself to us?
Oh,
I
yeah.
will.
A little
I
bit about
will.
herself? Okay,
I
okay.
will. I want to just
Okay.
get the music out. Okay, so hi, my name is Nancy Horowitz, and I live in New Jersey, right outside of New York City. And I'm going to play, I play in a community band. So I volunteered next year to play the Swiss Shepherd with the band. So I'm working on that. That's my project for a year. So that's what I'm trying to do. Okay.
Perfect. And do you want to also mention something about your body and your feeling? How are you feeling right now? Do you have a pause or is also all doing fine?
Well, okay, that's a great question. Last night I was practicing and it was horrible. My sound was so atrocious. I was upset. I thought, like I might as well just quit now. But I did the relaxation and followed the instructions just now that you were doing, and I found that it was tremendously helpful. Really, really helpful. I think that maybe at the time when I was practicing last night, I was tired. It was the end of the day, and I think that I was off balance. So I think that when you were talking about keeping your weight even on the two legs and trying to keep your knees a little loose and hips loose, shoulders loose, I think that I was channeling all my tension into the flute last night. And as I didn't sound very well, it just made everything worse. I became more and more tense. So I found that just now it was very helpful.
That's great.
So
so let's find
see.
out how it is today.
Yeah, I was loose enough to volunteer because believe me, I'm a person who never raised my hand once in school.
Okay, so I try to help you if there is anything to help today.
Okay. Okay, here I go. It's so hot here. I'm sorry to complain. I'm in the attic, and suddenly today the weather got warm here. It's going to be back to chilly tomorrow. Okay.
So Nancy, did you turn on your original sound for musicians?
Oh,
Because
you
I
know,
can't hear you really well.
oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I don't, I don't usually use my iPad and I don't know how to do it. Um,
Probably someone can help.
no, that switched to the camera, which was not helpful. Does anybody know how to do it on an iPad?
What are you trying to do?
To turn on the original sound.
For musicians, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
maybe on the background and effects on the top right, you see the 3 dots where it says more.
yeah, that's just a video.
Well, if you go down, it says background and, oh, I see. Okay. It does have a line where it says disconnect audio. And I think in the instructions, they had said we had to disconnect there and then reconnect.
Oh, now I can't get that off. Oh God.
We can still hear you.
Yeah, but I have the wrong sound on. I understand what you're saying. You can't hear the flute.
Okay.
I can't do it. You know what? The only thing I can do is go to another room where I have my laptop and connect from there.
Okay. Well, we'll have Bianca go. And
Okay.
if you want to switch to your laptop, great. If not, it's okay. So we'll switch to Bianca instead. And
Okay. Sorry about that.
No, thank you
That's
for
no
volunteering.
problem.
I appreciate it. All right. All right.
Hi.
Hi, Bianca. So nice to meet you.
You. Yeah, I'm Bianca. I work at the Flute Center. I'll be playing, I have a couple excerpts, but I was going to start with the Brahms 4 excerpt.
Great.
Okay.
And do you also want to tell something about your body and how you feel right now?
Oh, well, I'm a little over caffeinated right now because I'm at work. So a little jittery, but I guess something that I like struggle with normally is tensing, like a lot of people, tensing my arms and my fingers, especially when I get nervous. So I'm not particularly nervous right now, but I might get nervous. So we'll see.
Okay, so let's try.
Thanks.
So I think you were on both feet. How was your feeling about this?
I definitely could agree with that. I think I leaned forward a little
So I
bit.
think you are on both, one and then on the other, but
Yeah.
you are stepping from one side at the other. And I would like to find out how you feel if you are on both and moving your whole body, like but in the ground balanced, but being flexible on the whole, the feet grounded.
Okay.
Try the beginning once more
Okay.
and feel grounded more.
Okay.
How did you feel with this?
I definitely feel like I am used to leaning this way, like to and fro. So trying to stay like a little bit more squared on felt a little weird, but it felt like more stable.
I think you were a bit stiff.
Okay.
And so I think if you have this ground base, so I hit myself double at the moment. Do you have any technical? Yes, that's great. Sorry. So if you feel based with both, so you have both feet, it's a ground. And now if you try to also move yourself in any directions while playing, not as fast as I am doing, like this, and also with your pelvis in front. And so there are many possibilities to move your body. That is only a way to find it out. And I think when you find out where the possibilities of movement are, you can have this base and this feeling of being grounded and have a really natural kind of moving, but being grounded. So probably you can try it by playing one long toe and moving yourself a bit.
Okay. So one note.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And by moving this direction with it. Okay. And when you are doing this, try to separate your upper body. So your legs and your feet are still the base, and you're only moving your upper body when you're doing this.
Okay.
Also trying with the E.
Okay.
Great. How does it feel when you do the E once again without moving? You can close your eyes and hear how it feels. How it here's for you.
Okay.
Does there anything change with your sound also in yourself?
I felt like I was thinking of supporting it more. Because I wasn't worried about this part moving as it probably was the first time. So this was steady and solid, and it felt like I could support the air more.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Great. So do it once more, the E,
Okay.
and listen to yourself. Great. Probably we also can use our voice while doing this.
Oh.
Great. And now do it with a voice and moving your body and try to feel your resonance while doing it.
Okay.
And try to be the grounded in your legs.
Okay. Oh, that's so good. Not doing that well.
It's a bit unbelievable.
Sorry.
But then try the drums again.
Okay.
Great. So I think there was a change in the color of how you use your your sound, and also like the endings of the phrasing were really filled with the color of the tone. So I really liked it. You too, or how was it for you?
Yeah, I liked that better.
Okay, great. So I think you are a bit struggling with how to move now. You're thinking about what you want to do. So one possibility is to put your thumb a bit behind the flute, not under the flute.
Oh. Okay.
So I don't know if you see it exactly. When you put it here behind, the thumb can help you to move the flute in the directions. Like your arm is more free when the finger is not behind it, because when it's behind it, like you're laying your flute on it. And when the thumb is behind it, you have a more range to move your flute. Probably that's also something which could feel a bit more natural for you, but you should try it out if it feels natural or even not.
Okay.
It's also sometimes something really personal, but you can try it out if you want.
Okay. I will try.
Okay, how does it feel?
It wasn't entirely uncomfortable, but it was something I would have to get used to. I did feel like this arm was more free though. Like you were saying.
Yes. I think also your shoulders could be a bit more free, your arms in moving. It's a bit like this, and you
Okay.
could be a bit more free in moving them like this, and being a
Okay.
bit flexible and using your arms. You
Okay.
could feel your whole moving and playing. So probably you can close your eyes while playing. I really think you can play it from mind.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
great.
great.
I
I
think if
think if
you would try it a bit more, they will change a bit in the feeling you have with this because that are only tips and you have to check which one will function for you totally. So if you want, we can choose another excerpt. So for me personally, I think, but it could also be the technique a bit, that you could use a bit more of dynamics while playing. A bit
okay.
more the range of dynamics would be great. And if you uh, if you integrate this in playing, I
Mhm.
think you could manage it more natural, and also the communication from you to your audience could be a bit more natural, and you can concentrate on what you want to bring up to your audience, the emotions and the message of the piece. If you are feeling really natural and not tense in your body.
Okay. Okay.
So when you feel tense, where is it exactly? Are the shoulders tense or what is it?
Um, Definitely like my hands, like my
The
wrists
hands.
and my fingers and my like hands entirely just like get really stiff when I get nervous.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. You have another excerpt or do you want to do it again?
I can do another excerpt.
We got about like 5 more minutes for this.
Okay, great.
I can do Beethoven 4.
Okay.
Okay.
So while you are playing it, try
Mhm.
to feel your hands and your fingers are moving from the tips, not from the hand or from the wrist, but from the fingers. Much smaller movement. Try to
Okay.
feel it from here.
Okay.
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 How does it feel with the fingers?
They feel pretty relaxed, but I feel like I still could be thinking of just using the tips more. Like I feel like there's a lot more
Okay.
motion happening than there needs to be.
So I think when we are practicing, we are thinking about certain things to do, but there will change something when we get nervous or have to play in front of an audience. So we have to practice some things which functions normally, but not in case in front of an audience. And such little tips can bring this up and help you. Um, One thing I also thought about is your tongue. How are you using it? Um, in general, what are you thinking? Like dugu dugu or daga daga, like the double tonguing? How are you thinking this?
Um, Definitely a D. for this excerpt. A Daga.
Daga, genau.
Yeah.
I think the daga is a really good pronunciation, because then the movement is really fluid. And so if we have one note, choose one tone and play it really concentrated on daga, 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 and concentrate on this fluid movement.
Mhm. Mhm.
Remember to stay on both feet. And then play only the ga, 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 ga.
Okay.
So the second from the double tone.
Oh.
Okay, one more time. Try to play it so that there is no space between the tones. Great. So now the double tonguing in general. Okay, great. So I think also the articulation is something to think about, which is a part of our body. So we have 9 muscles of the tongue. It's so much, and it have to be one movement and whole. So try once again the beginning with this feeling of playing. Great. So especially when we think about the da da da, the articulation, to think also about that the tongue is in a movement, also when we don't articulate both notes, is really important to have them both on the same quality of sound. And that's also about yielding the whole body in the right way.
Okay. Thank you so
great.
much.
Bravo. Really great done.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for jumping in.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Nancy, you're up.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good.
So probably you can play the beginning once more, so that we can check if the sound functions now. Okay, until this, only this first. Do it once more and try to enjoy what you are playing. So enjoy every note of this.
Well, by then I ran out of breath.
I think the movement of your fingers could be more fluid and more relaxed and not so hard. Okay, let's separate it from each other. Only take this. You have some notes that are outstanding, that are like these little to Karamba. Make it a bit slower and try to move your fingers. Really careful. Okay, and think about your tongue. Like do the G, and here, really carefully to yourself. Only this. One more time. And now play it and do what I did with Bianca. Do go, do go, do go, do. Like the double tonguing, but really slow. One more time, great. Okay, and now repeat it until you have no more breathe, and then breathe, and one more time. Great. Do you hear how it changed? Try to do it also only with the goo, 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 that second time of the double tonguing. Okay, great. And that one tone in whole, one long, without the double tongue. Okay, so now when you are playing your think about your tongue being safe in this position. Go, it's not moving forward or losing this. Okay, and now hear the high G while you are playing the whole. Okay, that's great. And now think about the breath, that it's totally in one direction and not like this. They are going this way. Okay, I feel like it could be that you are a bit tense in your lip. Like I think you can relax the whole lips a little bit while you are playing. Okay, and now close your eyes and try to listen really carefully to what you play and try to enjoy it. Okay, it's going to be better. I can't see your hips or your feet. Try to stand. No, it's okay, it's okay. But try to stand really carefully on both feet and try to be flexible in the knees and try to be a bit flexible in the hips and in the pelvis. And then try it once again. Like feeling how you are standing, and then you can relax your upper body and move it freely. Okay, now you can do it a bit faster and sing more like this whole phrase in one.
The beginning?
Yes. Okay, I think it's much better than the first version, but I think you can enjoy it also much more than this version. Try it once more. How are your fingers feeling at this moment? Are they tense or are they free moving?
They're a little stiff.
They're a little stiff. Okay, so try out what I tried with Bianca. Put your thumb a bit more on the back of the flute so that you have this flexibility in moving and also to move your fingers. Try to feel the difference. Put it under and then move your fingers and then put it behind and then move your fingers and feel the difference, how it moves.
Okay.
Okay, and now try the other version.
You mean, I thought I had my thumb back that time. I didn't? It wasn't back enough?
Yes, you have it, but try to try the other you had before and try to feel the difference, how your fingers move.
Okay, so when I pull my thumb back, it kind of lifts the whole flute up and it makes it easier to move my fingers. I can feel that.
Yes, you also are.
I just
Hand is not
I
like
felt it.
this, it's a bit like this, and that is really stiff in your whole hand. So if you can relax the wrist and your hand, it's more free. Yes, try to be really relaxed, and like this you put your flute, and that's really natural.
So I should have my fingers higher.
Can you repeat it? I
Should
couldn't
I have my
understand.
fingers higher? I had them flat. Should I have my fingers higher, more
It's not
rounded?
about putting them higher, it's about the whole hand. You had it like this, in this direction. And I think if you have it like this behind the flute, it could be a bit more relaxed. You can try it out how it feels for you. Okay, I saw
That
that
felt
the
very,
sound quality
definite.
changed.
Yeah,
And it feels
yeah,
better?
yeah. That was very interesting. Yeah, yeah. So I'm now holding the flute kind of over here on my thumb.
I think it's not
It
of
feels
holding the flute. When I think of holding my flute, it's about my lips. It's one fixed point, and then you have
yeah.
your index finger lying on, and then you have the pinky and this, and then you have the thumb only being here to make the flute and the movement more flexible. It's not like holding the
Okay.
flute. If you're putting it under your flute, it's like holding your flute, and the weight of the flute is there. But if you're putting it behind it, the weight is on your index finger, on your lips, and the small. So the movement is more flexible and easy. Try it out, how it feels for you.
Okay. Okay.
So try the beginning one more time and then go ahead. Okay, great. Do the chromatic scale once more. And feel the fingers moving from the fingertips. That should be more easier.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Okay, great. Do it one more time and also feel like your tongue and the whole movement is not like how it came, but really controlled.
Would you mind saying that again? I'm sorry, I have a bad connection.
Yes, no problem. So do
Could you
once more the
Sorry.
chromatic scale. Use your fingertips and also think about your tongue. That you have a control what you're doing and not how it came at the moment. Like remember the do, the fluid movement. Like play the first note of the chromatic scale. And then play the do. Yes, play first the first note and then do. So while you're playing this whole legato passage, hear the do in your head, as you would play a double tonguing, but you won't do it. Great, one more time. I think you could practice it. If you practice this and remember yourself of this, there would be a change also.
Okay. Okay.
Great. So go ahead with the next phrase.
Okay, so play the next section.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, great. How is the dynamics in this part? How are the dynamics in this part? Is it all forte?
I thought it was just kind of mezzo forte. It doesn't say anything. It just says espressivo on my music.
Okay, but I think if we have this certain balance and flexibility in our body, we could use a whole range of colors in our sound. And
Yeah.
I think even if there is a passage with a mezzo forte, we can use these colors to change the sound a little bit. So play it once more and try to feel it really what you are playing. Not only to see it and to hear it, but to feel what it means to you and to the whole piece.
Oops, sorry.
So try to give more emotion in this. I don't know it really well, but I think it was. Okay, yes, one more time.
I'll try it again.
Try to close your
I'm sorry?
and try try to listen really carefully to what you are playing, if you could. Okay, so we do this. You can continue the next time. We do it one more time. So please close one moment your eyes and remember what we did at the beginning. Like feeling your feet close to the floor and like being really balanced. And then how are your hips feeling? How are your shoulders? Are they relaxed or not? Try to relax them. Move your fingers one more time at each hand to relax them also and have them really flexible. And then close your eyes. And before you start playing, think one more time about what you want to play. What do you want, how I feel when I hear it? And try to connect this with how you play it now.
Can't hear you.
Katerina, for some reason your sound cut out.
I don't know what. It's okay. Okay. So I enjoyed it really much how you played it at this point. I think there was a change, and I enjoyed it really much. And I think you can improve how you move the air to not to push it as much as you did it. And I think that will also change the variety of sound colors that you can use in whole, and to connect your body with your emotions and with the flute playing. And then I think there will be a change.
Okay.
It was a good impulse to start with, and you can improve your problem that you have had yesterday. Yes, and if you have questions, you can write me, and I will try to help you furthermore.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I have a lot to think about and to work on, and I thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much again for volunteering last minute, Nancy. That's much appreciated. All right. Does anyone have any last minute questions for our guest before I let her go? No? I know there were some questions about the link to the workbook. I will resend that to everybody in their emails, so that everybody who signed up will make sure they get a copy to that link. And then Nancy, would you send me the piece you're working on? Because I've had several people really enjoy it and they want to know what it is. Otherwise, thank you so much. I really love this. This is unrelated, but have been doing a class that's more of a workout class, but it talks a lot about mindfulness and being aware of the body. So I loved this. So I will definitely bring it into my practicing, and we'll be using it with my student actually, who is not always very mindful with what he's doing. So this is great. But thank you again so much for doing this with us. And we hope to have you again.
Yes, that would be really great. I enjoyed it really much. It was a great time with you, and I think it's really, really important to think about these topics, and that's a bit about the future. I heard a really nice quote last. It was about doing sports. So if someone is doing sports professional, you don't see anyone doing this with 65 or with 60 in the really, really professional way, but we have to do it as musicians in orchestras. And so we have to even care more about our body and how to deal with all this. So it's really, really important, and I'm really thankful and grateful that you were all here tonight to join this class and to talk about it and to try it out.
Great, thank you. And we did record this too, so if you want to rewatch it, we'll have it available again in the future on our Facebook, YouTube channels. Give us a couple weeks to get it up there, but we'll have it available to watch again. All right. Thank you so much, everybody.